Hi guys.
Welcome back to our
podcast. So we are here, Prinny Ray and
Amalo.
And we're here with a special guest. A very special guest that fits our brand completely.
On brand.
On brand. You know what? I'm just going to hand over to her to introduce herself.
Okay. Hi guys, it's Mariam Musa.
You have to come with the sass, like literally. Sorry, So this is actually a really special episode because you have just released your first collection with I Saw It First. The first black influencer content creator to have a collection with a leading fast fashion brand.
This is massive. This is like a real clicky moment.
Crazy. It's like, it's just a crazy moment because it's like, this was what I wanted. You know, this was what everything was for. To be able to be like, okay, I want to be even if it wasn't the first, but I want to be a black UK influencer having a collection with one of my favourite brands, like fast fashion brands. And it happened. So it's exciting, man. I'm nervous, I'm excited.
I want to talk about the pieces. So actually, I want to talk about the whole, like...
Yeah, I know. I don't even know where to start.
From the beginning, what was the process like designing the collection, or like... Tell us it.
Just start from the beginning.
I want to know.
This collection was something we have been talking about for a long time. So before Corona, we always knew it was something that we were going to do. So it initially was going to be like an early springy kind of collection.
Okay.
And what happened was, obviously Corona came and it just wouldn't work. So everything started getting lifted and we're like, yep, let's do it. Let's get this rolling. And originally, we did actually want to do a winter one because I've always been a winter fashion kind of girl. I love winter fashion, and that's what I Saw It First noticed me from more of the styling videos from the winter side. So just with the timing, we're like, you know what, let's get this first one done, and fingers crossed we can push towards another one for like winter. So that was like exciting. And how it started off was literally they found me on Instagram from obviously the styling videos, got in contact with the management, and they were the first brand that wanted to pay me for the styling videos, and a really good pay as well.
Amazing.
So
that's really good.
Because
you know these brands, they don't be paying.
I would love to give to you. But
they are tight with their coins.
They can be. And it was just nice because it was so early. Like, I think I was one of the first black influencers to be doing them, especially in the UK. What we knew, and it was just quite hard to kind of find the right. How much you charge for something like that? Like, because it was so new. It's not like a makeup video where it was just a nude pool. So they just worked it out, and it worked out really good. And from then, it's just been such a good relationship. They're always coming back. It was always like an ongoing contract, and I had an amazing opportunity to go on, you know, Love Island. I think it was 2008.
We remember
that.
19. And
that was so big.
It was a big moment. Like, they just asked me, they wanted me to be part of it, and it just shows that, like, honestly, once you just start this good relationship with a brand, and it just shows when a brand genuinely care about their influencers and actually see, like, we love this girl, we want to work with this girl, like, really work with her. It does happen. And then we just realised, like, it's time for the collection, and here we are. And we done the shoot on Tuesday last week. And it's all coming all to place now, and it's just exciting, and it's just everything that I would want. Like, if I was to have my own fashion brand, like the things that I pick, things that we put together was just it's like, I think it fits every type of girl.
Yeah.
Like, because I've got so many different friends, also different shapes, different sizes. Like, I know it's
there is
work,
something for everyone.
Yeah.
I love the
collection. Looking through it, I was like, yes. Yeah. And then I was like, could you like literally? And I was like, but
it's like, I feel like it covers all the different moods. Like, if you're going to brunch, if you're going here, like a party,
and you can mix and match so many of the items. That's what I wanted, because you know, I don't know if you guys watch the styling videos. It's all about like having one item and wearing it multiple times. Like, money's tight, man. No one's going to be spending money on like so many things. They want to save money, and one thing about I Saw It First is that honestly, it's just affordability. The clothes are good anyways, and I like the sizing. The sizing work quite well for everyone, so it just makes sense.
Have good sizing.
To be fair, and we've said it, like, of all the fast fashion brands, for me, I Saw It First is the top one in terms of quality.
Oh, that's
I feel like it's less hit and miss than some of the other ones. ones where you're like, what is this?
And especially when it is priced a bit higher because you think it's going to be a bit better, and then when you get it, you're like, all right, like, you know what I mean?
Literally.
So it's really good opportunity. Like, I'm just really ecstatic, like really ecstatic and excited, and just to represent. I think that's what's so important. Like when we watch, like when we see collabs from all of these other UK influencers that are white or they're not black, it's not fully black, it's not their own collection. You're just always hoping like, when are we going to see it? Like when are we actually going to see it?
You're like paving the way now.
I'm hoping.
Oh man, but it's true.
Like,
you're the first black influencer to have this collection.
It's
like,
insane.
This is mad. And now like little girls are going to be able to like see someone that looks like them, like doing big things. You've been like influencer. Like this is such a positive.
Yeah.
Like obviously it's amazing, got your own collection, but there's like so much more to it. Like politically, like this is just like
the thing, and
I just in history.
I
do you know what I mean?
It's insane because I just want girls to just be like, oh my god, I don't have to like. You don't have to go through the whole reality path, first of all. You can actually just... It's all from the fact that you're good at what you do. You work hard, you built that relationship, and you eventually got what you wanted in the first place. So it's such a good way to just show girls that honestly anyone can do whatever they want to do. Like, just keep working hard.
Literally. But you have been a trailblazer. Like I was saying to Amber earlier that you were a beauty influencer before it was a title or a thing.
Yeah.
Like before you could think that, oh, you can like not work 9 to 5 and just like obviously not to say like content creating isn't 9 to 5 because it's really like
it's
6
not
to
9
2.
to 5.
It's like 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. Like, you be working hard. But no, really, like you were out here doing the makeup videos from early. So I would hate for people to think that you just blew off of going on that show because you had done so much before that.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think, and it's so crazy because I think I got a lot of supporters from the show, and I love the fact that they have been from the show to now because it is such a big transition because I went from doing YouTube, especially I started at uni in it, so a lot of people, I think that's the time when YouTube, there wasn't even as much black influence, especially in the UK. It was the OGs, you know, we've got the Jenny, all those people like Patricia, they've been the OGs, so it's always been that. So I think I was a little bit different, you know. I was at uni as well. It was a completely different like era for the YouTube from like when we were like growing up and stuff and at uni and stuff. So I think it's just such a different, it's just so different now from then going on the show to then this. It's just different. The transition is crazy. Mad, yeah.
Mad.
So yeah, I'm excited.
I just got all the feels. I keep
looking at you. I got goosebumps earlier when I was like, what is happening? If I cry,
but everything, I feel like everything is so aligned. Like, it is the perfect time for it. Like right now.
Honestly, like that's what's so mad because you know because we planned it from way before. We're going to do spring, and you know, Corona. We thought, oh god, like so many setbacks. But actually, no, this is actually the perfect time. Like. Yeah, black people are just as good as white influencers. We do 100%. Just as well, if not better. And all we need is just the opportunity, the platform to show like brands, listen, we will sell out your clothes. Like one thing I love about the black community and the ethnic minority community is when there's one thing from one person, we just see that one person, we all jump and support. And that's what it takes. Like, just give us that one person. We'll support.
So but they don't even realise that.
They don't realise that.
The power in the black coin is so mad. They need to really wake up.
Bring it back to the community.
I mean that too. Yeah. We'll be waiting for your own clothing line.
Amen.
And then all the white people can come.
You're so funny
because that's the whole point. No, spend money there. You can't spend money here.
Yeah, come back in that.
Honestly.
So yeah.
But talk us through the process of like picking the items. Like, how did that go for you? Do you feel like you really were able to have your say? Like, how did it work?
It was actually quite easy, I can't lie. So you can have two types of kind of edits and collections. So because of the time frame and because of how we wanted it to be, we knew that this is the first one, so we want to make sure this is done like where we don't overcomplicate it, where it's, do you know what I mean, we want it just to be just right. So what I sort of first had, they have like clothes, always having clothes coming in, but clothes you guys will we don't see until when they want to bring it out. So they have a lot of new stuff that no one ever seen. So they displayed it in the showroom for me. So I got to pick whatever I knew that I wanted in my collection, and if there's anything I wanted to amend, adjust, personalize, I could have done that as well. So things like that, because of the turnaround, it worked out better to do this this way for the time period as well.
Yeah.
Because we're in transitional as well. So we're in August, so we still got a little bit of August, and we might have the first couple of weeks of September with a little bit of fall.
Yeah.
But I feel like when it hits mid-September, back to school, everyone's cardigans, a little bit of leather jackets. So the thing about the collection is you still got the summer element, but you still got the, okay, we're slowly coming to autumn. And so that's how we worked it out. So it worked out, I still got what I know is me, which is the whole autumn winter bit, but I know that we still got some amazing summer bits for we can still go on holiday, we can still be out in the sun. So when I picked the stuff, I literally picked everything in the showroom because that's how much I love that showroom.
I would do that.
Yeah, everything. Like we had about, I think it was like 2 rails worth of just clothes. So then we had to like cut it down. So that
that not really difficult?
Yeah, because I had to try on everything, take pictures and everything. And obviously sometimes you try something, you feel like, even though it might not look nice to me, I have to think, but with someone that's maybe more of a tomboy or someone that likes to cover up a bit more would wear this. So we all did it on that like kind of way of doing things, and then we had to make sure that it all worked, because it's all good having so much stuff, but if it doesn't have a theme colour as well, like a theme, it's just going to look a bit not stylish, but you know when you go to sell rack, it's just
random stuff.
Yeah, so we wanted it to just blend well, so it worked out perfectly. So everything that we picked were what I define me, and also what I know everyone else would wear. Yeah. And then after that, we organised like the kind of shoot. We had all control of how we wanted the shoot to be, which was amazing. And honestly, I can't wait for you guys to see it, because it's just everything that I just knew I wanted to be like. So I remember
seeing on your story, I guess today that you did the shoot.
Just and I was like,
tell us more about the shoot.
Okay, so we ended up finding, it was like a manor house hotel, so it was really, really nice. It was hard though, because of Corona, we had so many other options and stuff of like getting this place, that place, and because of just Corona and like the lockdown stuff, it's so hard and the social distancing, so we had to make sure we fit in all the guidelines. So thankfully we had this amazing place. It was in Nottingham, so we got coats there. It was so much fun. Yeah, it was like a lit road trip, and I included all my my close influencer friends.
I love that.
So and I just feel like it made sense too, because I just feel like we're all on this path anyways. We're all influencers, especially black influencers. It's so hard, and I wanted them to be part of it, because like they support me so much, and like without them, like they've been part of why I'm like was able to have the collection. They your friends gas you, they buy your stuff, they tell you to promote. Like it's just such a good vibe, and also because we're all such different shapes and sizes, I really wanted everyone to see that any shape can wear it. Everyone represent it, and I think it's just good. Like, it was just empowering. I wanted it to be like common, like you know your friends at work, like. We're not in competition with anyone. We're all
supporting each other.
We all love each other. So I included Nella, Yelena, Wumi. I've included Adiola, and it was just a nice vibe. Like it was so good. And so we pretty much like did it in a way where it was like, welcome to my cribs, walking in. It was kind of like that. So you just walking in different dresses. We've done the whole picnic feel, some sophisticated dresses.
I love the picnic.
It's so on trend.
Oh my god, it's so on trend.
So we went with the on-trend stuff, and it was just a nice vibe. It was just different versions of Maz, different versions of you, and it was just amazing. And then the next day, we also, what I loved about Vamp was that we also made sure it was important for us to have also black representative, so someone within, even if it's beauty, even if it's the makeup, the hair, some sort of black input in that project, because that's what like Vamp's about, always ensuring that they're helping black work some way or another. So it was so important for them for that, which was really, really good. So I was really happy with that. So we made sure that was something that we included. And then the next day was pretty much just getting like content, like just fun stuff for their socials. And it was just a day of just shooting in different locations in that place. It was just lovely. That was just a nice day. The sun was out and it just worked well. It was so much fun. I got to be there with my friends. Like that's what I loved. It was like, it wasn't the whole, studios, random people. No, it was like my people, because my people is why, like we're all here because of them. Like, you know what I mean? It was just so lovely. And now is like the prep and, being able to have the song by Lotto Boys as well. And it is mad. Like, we've got them all included. It's like, it's so big. Like, we didn't realise everyone's just like joining in.
So iconic.
So it's amazing. The song goes so well with the collection. Because we were thinking, okay, right. obviously we haven't been to clubs, so we don't know what's popping. Like,
oh,
like
we know what's popping. It's so
but
true.
We don't know what's the best.
I don't even know how to shake a leg anymore. Never mind, know what's popping.
And then to make sure it works with the collection. So we're like, okay, what song? And then lucky Vamp have like they're in relations with music and all places like all the music industry and stuff like that. So they're like, we've got a new song coming out, which like let us know if it goes. I remember we're in the sitting room, and then the girls were like, okay, walk, like you've got your collection, and it just worked. Like it was so funny, like it was so lit. So yeah, it's just so much like everyone just getting on board, and I just love it, man.
Oh, I'm so excited now.
I'm so excited.
Like, hurry up, so
no,
I can
honestly, I feel like I'm getting chills. The fact that you had so much power and control, because sometimes you can feel as a black person you're maybe like tokenized, and it's like Black Lives Matter, so we're just gonna like pluck this black girl from here and like just throw clothes at her and like cool, and you're not really like so involved. Whereas this is like, this is your collection. This is not even like a little side edit where it's not even cohesive. Like, because we've seen those. Like, we've seen edits where it's like
sides. I like this.
I mean, it's like that. We just want to get rid of stuff.
And it was so important for me that every single thing was really different, because I'm like, sometimes when you see collections, it's pretty much the same old, because that's their style, the same old style. Yeah. So I wanted it to be like everyone, like something different. There's the glam girl, the everyday girl, the sporty girl. Well, it's a cute little two-piece.
I've seen it.
I can never say athleisure.
Athleisure. Just everything.
That's perfect though, to have it all in. This is very exciting.
It's exciting. It is. It's not. It's a little. I'm nervous because once it's out, and you just pray to God it does well. But
it will.
Oh, it will.
Yeah, it will. 100%.
Your fan base are ride or die anyway.
Honestly,
they don't even need marketing.
Post it. Done.
Oh, thanks.
Honestly, I think it's going to be really, really good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I think Tuesday's going to Instagram's going to blow. I'm ready to see all the other like black influencers. Like, oh my god, like new collections out. Like, this is going to be.
And
really
they've been so supportive. Like, we obviously reached out to loads of them and told them like, oh, this is really big. And I think because a lot of people know that the styling videos, anything with fashion, especially even influence in general, is hard. And I think a lot of everyone knows, especially the influencers we reached out to, and they know it's never really happened a black girl to have her own, especially in the UK. I think they've had the odd in America, but fast fashion. I think Boohoo done one time, but within the UK, it's like we pretty much see everyone white influencers, and it's like we don't see people that look like us. We don't see like, oh my god, I can, if I work this hard enough, I can get collection. We don't see that.
So true.
Like, you have to either be in a group, or like that's it realistically, or you have to have loads of followers from, do you know what I mean, from coming off something that has loads of hype. And do you know what I mean, sometimes you just want to see that an authentic influencer, an authentic person that's honest about clothing, that really shares her techniques with people, makes people want to feel good in what they're wearing, actually have a little I've actually made a collection for a fashion brand that you guys already know that I F with anyway. So I F with them.
This is like a really positive experience though for a fast fashion brand, I think, because you hear so many like negative experiences from like other influencers and stories where like they've just been treated so badly, or like they've been like have no power or this and that. But this is like really positive, and I think it's giving like fast fashion brands like a decent-ish name as well. Do you know? Because they get a lot of like, what's the word?
Flack.
For like mistakes and things like this. So this is like a really nice positive experience. It's like, okay, do you know, I want to spend my money with this company as well, because it's like, look how you're treating my people then. Like, it's great.
I'm happy with it. And obviously nothing's ever going to be perfect, especially with fast fashion, with everything like that. But just the fact that it's, when you've got an all-round good team, an all-round good brand that just actually care, like, it's nice. And obviously I want to share that with my followers. Hopefully they can, get some nice stuff and just enjoy it and just like, yes, like, so yeah.
Have you cried yet? Because I would be like proper like,
oh my god, you would be literally rivers. You're like such an emotional Sally.
That's so funny.
I swear to God, you be like the collection.
That's so I cannot believe this is my life. Thank you, Jesus.
Do you know what's so mad, because obviously quarantine has been, I think like the whole quarantine been, and the lockdown has been such a, it's been a weird one. So when you've got so much stuff going on, you don't even get to realise the blessing you're just about to have. So mine was like,
so true.
They'll be like, Maz, does it hit you? I'm like, no, because I've just been worried about all the other stresses. I'm forgetting, do you know what, this is such a big opportunity. And so when it was the shoot days, when I did oh my God, like this is actually how big it is.
Yeah.
Like I think when I was actually in the clothes, I was actually around my friends, I was like, whoa, like they've all came up for me. They all here gassing me, making me feel as beautiful as I can. Like it was just mad. So like I reckon when I see the full, because I haven't even seen the full trailer yet or nothing.
Oh, have you?
Oh my God. I think when I see it, I'm gonna be like, oh my God. Like when I saw the back, I was like, oh my God, guys, my bum looks quite nice.
You love to see it, yeah.
Back it up, girl.
No, literally, that is my bag. A nice back shot.
A nice back shot, yeah. And I was like, yeah, my God, it's
Oh.
cute. Yeah, I like this. I started getting excited for it. And the music, just the music goes so well with it. Like you just,
I can't wait.
everything's coming together.
Yeah, so
obviously, when this is out, guys,
it's out.
It's already out. But like, we're really excited right now. You guys are probably like, yeah, but we're really excited. This is so wild.
Literally.
Ooh. I want to know more. I don't know what to say. Okay, so we want to know the TEA.
What's the TEA? What's the TEA?
Every episode we need some sort of tea, so we're ready. So why don't you? Actually, you can tell us. Well, I don't know.
So I want to know more about like your journey as a content creator. Like, what made you decide to get into it? What is it like? Like, because I feel like a lot of people who just consume content on social media, they don't appreciate how difficult it can be as someone who is an influencer content creator. It just seems like, oh, she just like takes selfies and she just like takes videos of herself. But actually, there's so much that like goes on behind that.
So obviously I started at uni originally and it was all just YouTube. I did little makeup pictures on Instagram and I feel like Instagram was not as big, it was nowhere near as big as how it is now. So I was more on the YouTube side. So after that I was in H&M and that's where the fashion came out. Like I feel like in college, because that school I was bullied in it. So you know I went to a majority white school, so I wasn't seen as like no one wanted me in it. So it was.
I can relate.
It was always hard. So I started makeup early because of that, and I started getting into fashion at college because of that as well.
Right.
Just it's a fresh start at college. I wanted to look nice for college every single day.
I remember that though. Do you remember
You
when you
just
first
make
started
it
college and up at 6 a.m. doing this and that? Where are you actually going? Can you finish your books?
These are some of my the way I went to. I can't believe I went to college like that. I had like this silver eyeshadow with the black at the end.
No, you didn't.
And bright pink lipstick. It was mad.
Did you do makeup every day?
Every day.
That's
and
such a
I remember,
commitment.
like, if I didn't wear makeup, it was like I just couldn't be bothered. I had to literally be that like I can't be bothered. Yeah. But pretty much every single day I wore makeup, and I'm glad I did because it helped me to like improve. Even though I wasn't the best back there, but it helped me to improve to this day. So. After I was pretty much working H&M at like after uni and stuff, I progressed to be a manager, so I knew all of that aspect. So my plan B was, okay, if I can't do the whole because the goal was to be really successful on YouTube, like all the beauty gurus, that's the goal. And it was always so hard, I was working and blah blah blah. So I was thinking, okay, if I can't do the YouTube thing, I'll just be a manager. I'll just like be a store manager, and nothing's wrong with that. Do you know what I mean? I was happy to do that, but I just wanted more. So a funny story actually, I got a message like whilst I was in H&M to go on Love Island, the Alex and Olivia year. So I love that year. It was that was the best year. I think that was the best year.
But it was also wild.
Yeah, and I think it was raw. It was real. Like we saw everything. That's I think I loved it so much, and it's lit because from there, I think then her and him and Katie. There's only a few people left.
That was so long. Like, how old were you that time? That seemed like ages ago.
20.
Wow,
19, 20
quite
or 21.
Young,
I was working in Croydon, so I was only a year into. I was just finished uni.
Looking back, like for what Love Island is, do you think you would have been ready to go on at that age?
No. I don't think I would have been ready. I think it would have been a hinder because when reality TV shows, unfortunately, I just don't think that. Recently is a lot better. I just think back then there wasn't enough representation. There was not always good representation. Yeah. And I feel like in those kind of spaces, I feel like if you are going to be the only black girl, you want to know that the production team are putting in guys that like black girls or that will actually like you. They're not trying to make you look at the stereotypical the stereotype they portray. You need someone in those teams to know that, right, we're representing black girls, black boys, we are not giving them that stereotype. And during that time, I just don't think it wouldn't have been. It would have been probably worse off if I went. So it didn't end up going, which is really good actually. And it's quite funny because I actually bought so many bikinis thinking I was going to be in Love Island. I was waiting for that corner.
Oh, so you replied, you were down?
They messaged me on Instagram. I went for my interview, everything. I was going to be a bombshell, everything like that.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and I had I remember I had my short blonde wig and everything. I remember the picture that I'm going to try and find it on my Instagram. Yeah. There's a picture that it was this one of the producers, and this picture that we caught on the Explore page, and that's what they're messaged me.
Oh, wow.
So I was okay.
This is why you these people are watching.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I find it
scouting.
mad because I hear that a lot. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, they DM'd me.
I've been
whole
DM'd
Love
by
Island's
MTV.
DM'd is quite mad.
It was mad. They DM'd me for what show is it? True Love or True Lies?
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
So, yeah, and they was hi, do you want to be on this show? Yada yada yada. And my boyfriend at the time, my ex, I was like, there's a show, let's go on. We could make money. Obviously I didn't. I was for cultural reasons. I was just no. But if there's any other shows, it's not sexual things. I could do that. That's I never heard from them again. But it's mad. I was how did you even find me?
Because I think I'm sure they have a team of people that, when you just click on it's like when we're on Instagram, we click on one profile. It starts on me. I'm on people's profile, how did I get here? And I'll go back, I watched this story, then I tagged this person, and I went all the it's so funny. So I didn't end up going on Love Island, which is good. And then after that, I was not happy and hate. I was happy, but I just was the ones that all your friends have, they have the 9 to 5 job.
Right, fine.
Every Saturday night, every time we're going on the Saturday night, I had work on Sunday. I was opening the shop, so it was always so for me, it was the hardest. That everyone was out on the weekend. I was like, okay. And because I don't think I had developed any experience enough with my media production, I was like, what else can I do? So I feel like I had a lucky break because basically I got ITV again messaged me and they were like, oh, we've got a new show, Survival the Fittest, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, it's not about love. It's, it's going to be a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone thought it was going to be big, as in Love Island big. We expected that, you're dropping your whole life for 3 to 4 weeks. Obviously, you'd love something back. And that's the whole point of them shows, you experience, have fun, but you're going to get a little something back, So it was one of the best experiences of my life. I would never do anything differently because if I did anything differently, would I have had the connection?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So it was amazing. And coming out of them, I think I guess I was considered at that time as a micro influencer because I think I was on about 60k.
Really? Were you on 60k when you went in?
But on 60k when I went in, and that was obviously that's still big. That's a big
milestone.
So all by yourself before anything, you got 60k, and so it was new then. It was just quite new. So coming back out came out to about 100k, which already was quite big for me. Anyways, I never thought I'd hit double digits quickly. So coming out was lovely, and I think when you're in them kind of environments, so I experienced that whole working from the bottom, not that retail's the bottom, but when you work from scratch and then you build up. You climbed up into management and stuff like that. So I climbed up and I got a nice opportunity, and then I got to experience the whole coming outside of a reality show, especially one that isn't that big. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise because now how I am, I know I couldn't handle that kind of Love Island pressure and eyes on me. I could not.
So much pressure.
It's too much, and to be on your
bad almost sometimes. Very difficult.
It's very difficult, and as an influencer, we are usually very open. We say what's on our mind, and because everyone's watching us, don't see us as celebrities per se. They just see us as people that they just love because they're just you. So when I just being so open, I could be like that just after Survival, but it was a bit harder because anything you said, anything you do, it was scrutinized. People got really offended, even if they don't get what you're saying because they don't know you. It got to
they
that.
They look
set.
over everything like a magnifying glass.
Yeah. What are your DMs like? Do you get
I honestly, I'm quite grateful. My DMs aren't that bad. It'd be the odd thing, the odd person that just doesn't like me, the odd person doesn't like how my makeup looks, the odd person that thinks they know something.
Out of time.
So it's like that, and usually I ignore it, or sometimes I just. Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes you gotta cut back.
But listen, just because I'll tell you about yourself too. So sometimes it's like that, and it just gets funny because I think they never realise you actually reply. So when you do reply, they get even more rude, and then I just block them. So if they say something to me, I'll say something to them, and then when I see they're typing, block. So you kind of
how about it?
So it was like that.
To respond to that bit.
And then it's so funny. So after the reality, I actually ended up going with a different management. So Vamp has always been with, basically, I've done a bit of madness. So Vamp was always with me from school, so not school, uni. So they created their agency at uni. So we're all in the same year, and then they just told me, we're going to manage you. I was like, okay. So this is when I was just doing YouTube, not a big deal. So they're managing me. They obviously got me to my stage. They did all my stuff behind the scenes when I was on the show. They did so much. So when you come up those shows, though, I think you get an ego boost because you are promised you're going to be this, going to be that. You're going to go to a TV show. So you get a little bit gassed. you get.
I can't go to a show like that because the way I come out my head will just be filling this room. I'm like, do you know who
I am? Man, ITV.
No, it's like prime time television. Yeah, the whole of the UK is watching me. Plus other countries.
You get gas because it's such an ego boost because so many people love you and so many people want to pay you just to do stuff. So you do get a little bit like like you don't want you kind of feel like you think because you're at this level that they might not get that it's a different level now. So I feel it's kind of like that. And what happened? I ended up trying with this other agency. They manage all like reality stars, the whole Love Island kind of clique and stuff. So it was very different. It wasn't what I expected, and because I don't think they'd ever managed a black girl before. They just didn't get my vision. I don't think they got what I wanted. It just felt like it was very, what's the word? Money. And that's not a problem because obviously we all want to make money. But then after a while you start to think, okay, like I'm getting like good money, but what am I doing? Like what is my purpose? And it was one situation that made me realize, okay, this was probably the wrong decision. I said it in a previous podcast and I said it in a YouTube video before. Long story short, so we had our first ever group shoot with a fast fashion brand. It was all the girls from Survival, like the finalists, finalists, and it was just basically it wasn't a collection. It was pretty much they picked some stuff in theme of Survival the Fittest. We all took pictures in it. That was it. So it was going to be something. It wasn't an ad. It wasn't a collab. It was just we did this shoot kind of thing, photo shoot basically. So what I was told by my manager was like no one was getting paid. Like no one was getting paid. It's just something to do. Yeah. So I would if like now. I know that would never ever happen. Yeah. Like you would never. They will not pay. They will never not pay for your time. Do you know what I mean? Like that doesn't make sense. So at that moment, I had no knowledge. I didn't have the backing of my friends who obviously have a lot more knowledge and experience. In that moment, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. And then got there, and it's so mad because I was saying in the podcast how like God works. Like when something's for you or when something's going to happen, God will make that. Will show it to light. So me being happy as Dory, doing my makeup, getting ready for the shoot and stuff. And one of the girls, I don't talk to like that either, not close. She just said, oh, like, are you getting paid for this? Because I'm getting paid this much. Obviously, you lot have more followers, so you're going to get more. So I was like,
what? I could just vomit right now.
I was like, oh,
I would have fell down and died.
What the hell? And I was like, oh, no, like, and my manager deals with all the money stuff, so I don't actually know the agreement kind of thing. She'll just let me know. And then my other friend was like, oh, are you getting paid this? We're getting paid this. And I was like, oh, yeah, like, my manager sorts it out. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, my God, why is everyone getting paid, but I'm not? And obviously, I was not trying to, throw that shade, but, when you're the only black person in a shoot like that and a environment like that, it's a bit like, why? Like, it's a bit like, okay, why? Yeah. And then, so pretty much everyone was getting paid. Everyone had agreed fees for them for that day. I hadn't.
You're all managed by different people?
All managed by different people. Okay. So everyone was basically given their thing, like their fee and what they were going to get for that day. And even the company told the manager, like, no one's getting paid. Like, it's just a thing where we're all doing it. So from her perspective, she's thinking, oh, okay, if no one's doing it, then no one's getting paid, then that's fine. So I found out basically the company were like, oh, the reason why I wasn't going to get paid was because I was doing another shoot, an e-com day with that company, and that's what they was going to pay me for. So I was a bit like, but still, I'm still doing two.
It's my time.
Is this charity? Like, what the heck?
Do you know what I mean?
I'm not doing you a favour. Like, you asked me to do it.
But it's jarring because from the perspective being a black woman, you then don't want to flip it and start moving mad because it'll be like, oh, see, this is why we don't work with you guys, and so you find yourself in a really difficult position.
So I was just like, okay, I'll speak to her privately. I spoke to my manager at the time privately, and she explained to me that's what they said, but they were going to pay me. So I was like, okay, cool. So long story short, maybe I had no update about the ecom day. They never even ended up using me for the ecom day. They ended up using someone else for the ecom day that doesn't look like me. Do you know what I mean? And so if that girl hadn't said anything, I would not have been paid for anything. And I would have done a whole shoot with the girls. All the girls got paid. I would have done the e-com shoot that they promised. And do you know what I mean? So that's mad. That is mad. And like, there's so much things in there. Like even trips, man. Like trips can be just one of the best things, but the worst things, because when you go on a trip, you want to go with someone that gets gets it. Like when you're the only black girl, first of all, if I'm the only black girl, I'm going to have a wig, so it might take a little bit longer. Like there's things like that where you're trying not to be difficult, but they just don't get. Like this is just. For me to feel my best, or this, what you see, like how I post my pictures, how I get the best engagement, is me doing all this stuff. You have to understand that I need someone that understands that and that in the same environment. And I found times like when I went on trips, like I was the only black girl, and like all the attention was on the other girls. Because it's like it would seem easier to get photos because they can take photos in any light, any stuff like that. And we need photographers that actually know what's the best lighting for black. You can't just be sticking at us and we don't like how we look. Like half the pictures that photographers take, I never use their photos from shoots. Because you make all the other influencers look lovely. And ours is a quick snap. We got it, next one. And that's just how it felt. And it's just not nice.
It's really like confidence knocking almost. It's like, why aren't you spending the same amount of time with me as well? You invited me here too. This is what I don't understand. But then it's like, it's a tick box thing. It's like, come on, man.
It's not nice, man. And that's just some of the harsh realities of being an influencer, especially when you're black. It's just harder, man. From pay, it's harder. Like, there's been times where literally I've had someone else's management in the past, like call up to find out how much I was getting paid from a brand. It's because their white influencer was getting paid more. It's things like that actually happen, you know, and it's so messy. It can be so messy. It can be so unprofessional sometimes, but like, it's just, that's the one thing like which I like about iSource. They're just so transparent with everything. They'll be real with you. They'll let you know what they can and can't do, and they'll at least meet you in the middle with stuff. So, but influence is just hard, and I just feel like it's just now with everything that's going on, like it's important for you guys to know, like, for people to know that stop paying black influencers less. Give them the same opportunity. Hire people that can help get the best for what they want and stuff. And it's just it'll be easier. If anything, they'll bring back so much more if they just did those things. So we've had stuff like that. So I do find, like, when they ask me, like, would you want to go to a trip? I said, is there going to be any other black girls? Who are the girls? I wanted the list of girls. If there's going to be a black girl, even if I don't know them, it's just, they will get it. I will get it for them. It's just a buddy, because realistically, they just get it. As I explained, I was saying, like, if I wasn't on the show with Matisse, it would have been hard. Like, it just, I know I wouldn't have been able to.
Because typically it's only ever like one black girl.
Maybe a mixed race.
Maybe like a mixed race girl. Like, it's quite.
Yeah. And that's how it's been, like, kind of in the trips. And I think, and that's why it's so important to educate the people reach out to influencers, because I think sometimes people think just because you might be like, how to explain it, like, there's black, there's mixed race, there's so much to it that you have to actually understand what, like, the geographics of each race, like what to make it actually equal and fair, so everyone has a buddy. Like, one of the best trips I went was definitely my trip to when we done the Love Island advert.
I remember.
Perfect. Like, they got it. Everything was good. And I had another trip in France, and the mixture of it, perfect. One of the best trips because they had the right mixture. It was just a lovely trip. I went to Mexico one time. Best trip I've ever been to.
Your best life.
Honestly, I was
the best. I don't mind. Like, you've got your friends, or like your black influencer friends, that will help you get the picture that you want, rather than relying on the photographers that just might not, as much as it's their profession, but you need to know that, do they know how to take black girls' pictures? Do they know how to make black girls feel good in their pictures? You might think it looks all right, like, not decent, but you need to like, us as black girls, we will know when it's not a nice picture. You just know.
But it's amazing because I can hear a level of, like, confidence in your voice of, like, you've been through a lot, and now you very much know, like,
I
so
know
what
your
is
worth
it? Like,
as well.
tell me this.
When was that transition though? Like, when did you? Because obviously, when you're starting off, like, you just accept anything. So Like, when did you get to that point where you was like, I know what I'm worth. Like, this is me. You either pay me or you don't. And like, when, like, how did that happen? Like, what was?
Do you know what? I think, I can't lie. I think when I first came, do you reckon they always knew that, you know, with them girls, we always knew that there was a confidence in the Vamp girls, me, and everything. But I think from when they reached out, because it was so early on doing the styling videos, and they were like, we can pay you this much. It was so raw. And then we're like, do you know what? We don't need, like, we don't need to be having pally with all the brands, because there are actually brands that genuinely care. So I think that's when it was. And when everything was that moment when I had found the comfort and confidence in that thing, like the styling videos, was when I think everything just started going upwards and onwards, and it's just so good. Like, I guess from that moment, I feel like from that moment was when it just started.
Your price went.
It just went up. From that moment, man. I remember the conversation with Ruby. She called me. It was Gloucester Times, and I was in the Harvester. Like, and I remember I was ordering my food. She called me. She was like, "Oh my god, man, you broke. Guess you just hollered ice for it first." I was like, "Shut up." I remember that conversation, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know how much to charge." They're like, it was just so gas. Like, and it was just lovely because they took us. We went to Ibiza with them, and they sorted us at Ocean. Like, you know, when a brand like their ambassadors, they look after you. Yeah, it was nice.
Listen,
it's amazing. You kind of, like, you're opening the door for people. Like, you're showing people this can be done. It's not like you said, like, you start influencing and you can't see where it could go. Because you're stumbling in the dark almost. Whereas a lot of white influencers, they're like, fine, like, all I got to do is, like, post once a day, and hopefully like someone will hit me up and start paying me, and then maybe I'll get a collab. Like,
and it's always like, it's just sometimes you love a brand so much, and you what I've seen in what I've seen online is like, I've seen so many girls that are black influencers that really represents the brand and really brought their stuff. And there's so many times I've bought something because of a black influencer. Like I'll never shop there. And then it just gets very frustrating when you see the brand aren't even recognizing that influencer or don't even deep that influencer really brought so many audience, especially from the black side to your site. And it's just, it gets so frustrating as black influencers to see that, like, we know, why has this person not got a collection with this brand? Yeah. Why is this person not doing a paint out with this brand? And it's just like, why? Because, like, we all see that they're putting in the work, and we just, it's time for a change, man. Like, let's just change it up, and you'll see I just feel like there'll be such a good big impact.
Yeah,
more than anything.
Because I feel like the influencer industry is very cliquey. Like, you see the same faces doing the same things, same trips, and it's like, okay, yeah, great, but I'm bored.
We want to
like, show me someone else.
Fresh face.
Give me a fresh face. Like, there's so many influencers out there that I didn't even know until, like, the whole Black Lives Matter movement happened. I used to find it really hard to find black influencers.
Yeah, like, because did you know don't you find it mad yet? Like, when I was looking at the UK, there's way more white UK influencers in the millions than they are black. Yeah. And it's just mad because when you see the content, you see the effort.
We send each other stuff like, I'm not being funny, but why has she got 250k followers? Because
you're not doing anything like wild.
What? No,
I don't want to be a hater.
No. This is the thing. It's all we're seeing the same thing. Yeah. It's a different name, same thing, same aesthetic, same everything. Switch it up. Like, not everyone's gonna dress like that. Not everyone has all that
same style. Yeah.
Not everyone dresses like that. Like, I know it's a street style. It's frustrating, man. Yeah.
And then you feel like a pressure because if you're consuming the same things,
you need to look like that or be like
that. And then we talk about this a lot about, like, find your personal style. How the hell am I meant to find it when Hannah, Sandra, and Tiffany all at the same?
Thank you.
Where's this?
Literally. And it's like, it's so crazy because you see the big like white influencers, the UK ones with all the ambassador stuff, and it's like, but do you know micro influencers can be just as influential as as the 1 mil people, if not more, because
they want it.
They're more. It's not. It's like, I feel like after a while, when you get so complacent, you lose the passion, you lose the heart, and you lose the, like, you know, not the truth, but you're not the same. When it's just kind of like complacent. But there's so many like micro influencers that are so good. Like, they influence that. I get influenced so easily anyways. Yeah. But I'm buying that. Every time I put off Melissa, Uche, like, I'm always buying off those girls because those are the kind of girls that I feel like 100% should have this ambassadorship. Yeah. Because they do the stuff that all the other white influencers do, but if not better.
And they're so authentic. Like, I'm really tired of people being like, buy this top, like, it's from this place. It's like, no, sometimes you buy stuff and it's crap. Can you come and give me the follow-up? Like, can you come and tell me that, I bought this and it didn't really work out, but, like, I actually replaced it with this? Because that's why I really buy into Mel's wardrobe. Yeah. Because I don't feel like she'll, like, sell me shit.
And she'll be honest about
it. She'll be honest.
But I think that's, like, just, like, the black influencer community. Yeah. I feel like maybe, I don't want to generalise, but black people are just very real. And we just say it as it is. Like, we don't care if we're not going to get the coin, but it's like, I'm not going to sit here and be like,
pretend
or something like that. Whenever you waste my money on that.
Yeah. And I think that's, like, what's so fabulous about us black people. And they do need to start tapping into the market, though, because
this time Mariam's opening the door, so we'll see what's going to happen.
I'm paving the way. Mariam, was it walk so we can all run?
That's very funny.
No, but this is actually Hall of Fame moment, like, for real.
It is a very, like, when, like, we're talking about it and I'm digging it, like, this is so big.
That's why I asked you if you cried.
Yeah, like, I know I'm probably going to cry on Tuesday. When it's officially launched, and, like, I think it's when people start, like, I get so emotional with words and stuff like that. So I know when everyone starts messaging. And I know, you know when you got your Ride or Die subscribers, I'm waiting for Benedicta. Yeah, I'm talking to you, baby. Like, she's just
shout to you, Benedicta. I love Benedicta.
She's been such a ride or die from day one, and you know what? I love this girl. I hope one day we can actually, like, link up. But she's so lovely, and I know she's gonna send me. You know when she knows, it's mad. She knows when I'm down. She knows when I'm quiet. She knows when she's like, I hope you're okay. Whatever you're going through. Just people, like, sometimes you need someone outside that just gets you and they support you. Whatever decision you make, whatever you do, they love you. And she's just, like, you know, those kind of supporters. I have quite a good handful of them, like, proper, like, in love with your life and care about you. So those will be the ones that will make me cry. And, like, everyone else is just gonna make me cry. I'm just gonna be so emotional.
So how does that feel from a perspective of, like, you have to open up as an influencer. How do you draw the line? Because I struggle, like, not call myself an influencer, but I do like content creation. But one thing I do know is the more I open up, the more engagement I'm going to get. Because people really buy into you.
They're nosy, man.
But also, like, I'm not sure you people, like, I'm not really sure I'm trying to show you my real life right now.
It's so mad, I notice when I'm more open, it's the response rate is different because it's like you're being open and honest. But there's one thing about, it's so funny because when I was in micro and I was doing it when I was working in H&M, I was the most talkative girl you ever know. Like, every time I wait to work, so guys, I'm so pissed off at work, this happened. Like, people love that. I was talking about what's happened. And I didn't get much hate. So it's different because I was just like, not I'm not like anyone else, but I was so relatable more because it's like, I know what you're talking about. So in now, it's a bit different because it's like, because there is more pressure on you. If I did do something and I made a mistake or did something, it's like there's so much more eyes watching to make you feel shit about yourself than you already feel anyway. So I still find it hard. I wish I was good at blocking people's comments. I wish I was the kind of person that I just didn't give an F. Like I just wish. But it's hard. I'm trying to get that because I've learned that at the end of the day, no matter what you do, someone's going to talk. Yeah. You can be calm.
That is true.
Someone's just going to find something anyways. So it's just best to do what makes you happy. I just say to just be on. I feel like I'm going to tell everyone everything, but I feel like if you're going to embark on a journey of something, it's good to talk about it because someone can give you tips. You can encourage someone else. You can maybe advise someone else not to do what you've done. Like, I literally just told people about my burn. I never thought I'd open up about that. Like, literally showed everyone my hair.
That was a really big moment.
But you know what? Like, some people message me like, this happened to me too.
They can relate, exactly.
Yeah, I was like, oh, wow. So it's nice. Like, I'm keeping them updated with like what I've used to, if it's gone well, it's gone worse, or gone better with things I've used. So people relate to stuff like that. So I feel like it's good to be open, man. People want a relatable person. No one's life is perfect. No one's going to be happy all the time. Sometimes let people know I've had a really bad day today, that everything's going wrong, because that happens to us. And someone can just message you like, listen, I know you're having a bad day, but this is what helped me. It's good to open because people can help.
And then I feel like people almost don't see like influencers as real people. So then it's like, hello, like I'm a real person with feelings. I have day-to-day struggles like you. I think there's been like this picture painted about influencers that their life is so perfect and everything's so great. So then when they do open up and people are like, oh, this is going through it. It's like, okay, like cool, like I can relate to that. Like even if I like once I like posted a picture and I was like, I've been down for like the past 3 days, but today I woke up and had a shower. It's like the little things in life, and people are like, oh my god, it's just like, oh, like, did you not think that, like, I didn't go through it? Like, my little followers, people thought that I was just like, no.
Live happy all the time.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. I think it's so mad, because I feel like there's a difference. I'll say this all the time. There's such a difference between an influencer in a positive light and, you know the phrase of Insta baddie? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a clear
To be fair, there really is.
There's a big difference. Because this is how I love watching people on Instagram. I love watching people that tell me about their day. So guys, I've just bought this, like, stuff like that. And there's the people that when you look nice, you just go like that. You don't get to know them. You know what I mean? You never get to know of them, you hear stories, but you never get to actually know what they like, what they dislike, what their go-to stuff. It's just always quite promo-y and just amazing lifestyle. So that's why I think so many people can, when you are open and you can show people the good, the bad and the ugly sides, it's like, right, this person's human, it's not just perfect. Because after a while, when you keep seeing perfect, you're like, damn, it makes you human.
Oh my god,
that's what I
No, literally. There was a time I actually banned myself from going on the Explore page.
Sometimes you get
because it's like, oh my god, everyone's eyebrows are so good.
Certain people because like, when you're seeing too much good, it's just like, oh, like, I wish I had this and I wish I could do this. And jetting off here and jetting off. And it's not like, it's envious, but not in a negative light. But it's like, I just don't want to keep consuming things.
So then you start thinking, okay, like my life. Why is my life like so shit? And do you know what's so funny? Because the girls always like to me, Maz, why don't you ever promote? Like, you don't show your PR stuff enough. I'm like, because I don't want people to feel like I'm showing off. Like, you do. I'm always thinking, you don't want to seem like that either. So I get what you mean. Like, you like, I always take a minute and think, okay, like you want to show people the experience without bragging about
But
I guess it's hard. Like, there's only so much you can. Not brag, because you're not bragging, but there's only so much you can like keep on the low. Do you know what I mean? But you have to do your thing sometimes. Like, I got this free shit. What? Sometimes you have to. But I want to know. So we love to talk about dating.
Okay.
On the podcast. We want to know if there's any mysterious man. Are you dating? Are you single? Where are we at?
Okay, so
Look at her, she's smiling. She got somebody, because she's smiling now. She got somebody.
I'm sweating. She's hot. You know what's so funny? So basically, he has to have somebody.
Ooh, love to see it.
And yeah, he's like the best thing that could have happened to me because like it's just someone that I've known from before all of this. Like he knew me, he knew the graft anyway. And like he's just a lovely guy. I can't say anything. It's just perfect. Like you know, when someone's just perfect for you. Like we're so different because I'm so me and he's so like mellow, calm, like behind closed doors and stuff. And he calms me down, and I bring
like
balance.
Yeah,
like, so nice. So he's gonna listen to this and look at me like this, like
But it's definitely good to be with someone that has known you from before because I'm sure you. Prior to getting with him, it might have been harder to meet somebody being like, I'm Mariam Musa.
But you know what's so mad, right? This might sound really funny, but like after like I got in my old relationship, I just knew that if it wasn't gonna be someone new, it would have been him.
Ooh.
Like I was like, if my path was to meet someone new, it's gonna be him because we just never, you know, when something never got to be something and it was always
it's like unfinished,
and it was just you know, you've always had something for someone and the same thing you had for them is, as soon as you see them, it's always the same thing. And it's like,
the one.
Oh my god! Actually, I mean, I feel like I can kind of relate, but I can't because I ain't getting that. But and it's just like, I mean, I don't think they feel the same.
No, but sometimes that one person is actually like not the one.
Yeah, they're not the one, but in your head they're the one. But that's so exciting. How he must be really, really excited about everything as well.
He's so sweet because basically, when obviously it's been busier, so. Just even having a flat and doing your laundry and washing is really time consuming. And so just
tell me about it.
And editing it was too much. So he took it on himself to learn how to edit and do all that. And so he edits my videos for me now. He did it all himself. He's so
guys. If you're not watching this on YouTube, we both our jaws dropped. Like I'm just looking for someone that can cater to me in this kind of way.
This is what sorry, I'm like really outing myself here, yeah. But on my Hinge profile, it's like you can have. I know I'm literally supposed to talk about. But so you can have like these prompts, and one of my prompts is all that I asked for, and then you have to write the answer. And mine is that you're some sort of creative. On like I need you to understand. I don't need you to be pressuring me or doing this. No. I need you to support me. I need you to wake up at 7 a.m. and then the sun's rising. Take my picture, get the light in, edit. Tell me, babes, no. You know, I need someone like that. I can't be having someone that's like, not gonna repost my shit. No.
Is he good at taking pictures?
No.
Who is he good at taking your picture?
He's getting
there.
Yeah. He took this really nice picture that I really liked. That I did really well. So he's taken time like.
But he's open to it.
Yeah.
I don't like them ones that don't want to take your picture.
It's just when I want to bring a big flash. That's what it's done. Might as well do too much. That's the only time we have a little bit of it. Oh, but please, just one more. The flash is embarrassing.
But even the fact that you can get to that level, you know what I mean? We know that you have them guys that take the one picture and you look, and then it's blurry. And now you've gone and you're here having drinks, talking pally with your friends. Like, hello, your job is not finished yet. Come and get this one shot and then we can continue. I'm so happy for you. I did all that.
You feel it from your chest. Yeah. But it's good. It's definitely good having someone that really does understand you because the influencer lifestyle is very. It's new and unique. Yeah. Like it's not something that's been around for so long that people will be like, oh, like I get it.
Intentions either like, you just don't know, man. I feel like I don't know if it's a generational thing. I think there's a lot of pressure to show that you are something, show you have something, and sometimes I feel like it's too much. Like I'm kind of glad he's quite. Like I'm glad where his priorities are so different to what I see online. So it's quite refreshing just to feel like I feel secure. Yeah. Like, you know that security of like there's just no pressure. There's no like. You know, sometimes I don't know about you. I just feel like there's always a race when it comes to like the industry. There's a race to get this, have that. It's sometimes just too much. You know, sometimes you have someone that you both have the same goal, and you're not letting all these other. It's like materialism, isn't it? All the materialism, the ego of it's just nice. Like he helps me a lot. So I really.
That's love. That. My man learnt how to edit.
It's big.
That is love. Yeah.
Because editing is hard. It's hard. For those that don't know, it's the long things too. I'm always on YouTube. Like, how do I on Premiere Pro? How to
literally. And it's so cute because everyone's like, editing's so sick. I'm like, they're talking about you.
Sorry, I just want to shout this out because I was really blown away by that video you did during lockdown, the makeup one.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what you did, like different songs.
God, bro, I can't lie. I feel like that's got to be every 3 months or 6 months.
No, can you bring that back? Because I know you love the style videos, but I love that one.
That one did really well. So it's when I do them, I have to have. During quarantine, so there wasn't loads of things. I had to do. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. So I stocked up on some wigs. So I've got some new wigs. So I'm gonna do. I've got a mix ready already. I've had a mix on time, like ready. So it's just been the time. It's a lot. I feel like you've got to mentally prepare yourself to know that for a good 3 days, 4 days, you're going to be in your room, hot, doing the same thing, singing the same song, change your makeup up and down. You've got to be mentally there. And
guys, did you hear that?
For hours.
3 days.
It took me 3 days.
This content creation stuff is not easy. It's not a quick,
you don't think we just take a picture? No.
3 days.
Because when I watched it, what I loved about it is that I knew how long it took in my head. I did, because I was like, this ain't a one-take Drake. No. This is you went in and then you do the one, maybe you don't you got to do it again. And
I had to keep doing the same thing, and it was so embarrassing because for it to sync while you had to actually sing. So I was like, and it's just life. I kept doing that, and like when he was sitting next to me, he would look at me and I was like, just put the sound so it was fun to do because like he got the editing so right, he got it perfect. Like it took him a while to edit as well, but we just worked together and it was just perfect, man.
Because I like those, like even like when like I do my little basic styling ones and I have to do it over and over again, so I'm like, oh, I did this wrong or something like that, and I'm like, if I hear this song all the time, I'm hot, I'm bothered, that's it. Like I have no that's the time that I didn't want to do video no more. Literally archive videos.
Oh, we got better archive
because I'm just like I'm tired.
And you have to be, and do you know what's so mad? You have to, when you're doing anything, when you're going in front of the camera, your mood's got to be good.
Oh yeah.
My mood is bad. I can't feel it. I'm the worst. When I'm happy, you can see it on my face. I'm so bad. If I'm pissed off, it's so hard for me not to be, because I'm like.
No, but I'm like that too. Like content creating isn't an everyday job, but it's literally like you have to be like like it's not for everyone.
And it's 24/7. Like the pressure when I don't I always feel so bad when I don't do enough. Hey guys, like I just feel like they need to know what I'm doing. They know what you're doing. Got like it's just
stay relevant. I guess.
It is that. I honestly believe it is that pressure, and especially when you start off being a lot for your personality, you have to keep that on, man. Not keep on, but you just got to keep going. Keep going, man. Like it's one of them ones. But if you've got a good personality, it's such a shame not to show it. Yeah, personality gets you so much further now in this age. Which I love so much.
We need to
spice it up. Spice it up
because we're quite big personalities. If I say so myself. But like,
and you know what? I start feeling embarrassed. I know I'm pants, but when I'm on the cam and I'm doing take one, and I didn't like how I did my eye, and I'm doing it again. I'm like, this is dry. Like, what am I doing? You're in your house and I'm like, so nice, like basically, and I'm like, are you okay? Like literally, like, can you stop this?
Yeah. It is sometimes hard to like get that out as well, and then doing it all the time. It's like because sometimes I just want to be like,
and it's mad because on weekends as well, you're with your friends, and you want to be with your friends, but you think, I'm sure my son.
Yeah, they want to know what you're doing,
and then it's like I'm the worst vlogger because everyone says they have lit friends. No, I have lit. It's so much fun. Like every time we're like, they was like, Maz, we forgot to vlog. I was like, I know, because we're having so much fun. But it's such a shame. I wish I had a crew with me, camera crew, and I promise you guys would love
reality show soon. Reality show soon.
Making it with Mariam Musa.
Yeah, I would tap into that. I really like a reality TV show that's like
a UK Black.
Yeah,
is there anything?
That's what I'm literally just thinking now.
That'd be like different influencers, different rappers.
Imagine like a Big Brother of like black influencers or something. Do you know what I mean? And like they have like challenges.
Don't be giving them ideas.
Hang on, ITV.
Yeah, you say that.
That's how they'll steal your idea. You're ain't getting your coin. Stop that.
We're gonna edit this bit out.
Right. So I guess to round up, like, what can we expect from you for the rest of this year? Obviously, collection is launching. What are you looking forward to?
Okay, so the collection is launching, so this is probably like the first big like milestone, a big step for me, and hopefully in my career, with many more milestones and steps to come and stuff. So with this one, I expect fun, excitement, something that you're going to just feel like, this is just Maz. It just works. Expect it to be everywhere. I'm excited. Expect it to sell out.
Yeah, that will.
That is major key. Like, we have to make this collection sell out.
We actually have to, because it's so important for me for from this for all the other fast fashion brands to be like, oh my god, we missed we missed out on a big opportunity to be part of this. Or for them to be like, we have to start doing this now, because it's the whole point is we can do it. Black girls can do it, and we can do it better if we want. Like we work so well as a group collectively. We support so hard. Like we ride so hard for each other, and like I feel like even something as silly as like Love Island Twitter, like. I feel like can't like was us Twitter Love Island.
Listen,
if it wasn't for Black Twitter, Love Island would not bang.
Runs Twitter end of like point period.
It's actually so true.
The trends, everything.
Every trend comes from a black person.
So it's like let's like just put the money, put the creativity, just put it behind us, and I promise you will be laughing like what like
Don't do like Virgil though, because I'm not really that Don't put money there.
So it's gonna be good. It's for every girl, and hopefully, I really hope everyone loves it. I hope everyone can make it their own. And then hopefully next time, another black influencers on, I don't know, Boohoo, Pretty Little Thing, I Saw It First, like so much more like in the UK, because it's doable, and you don't have to have 1 million followers. You don't have to have 2.4. You don't need to have gone to an exciting show and get. No, you can literally just work your ass off, be good at what you do, and the brand will recognise that. Like, listen, we want to invest in her because we believe she'll bring it back times 10.
That's
what I mean.
Shout out I Saw It First.
Yeah, man. Shout out I Saw It First.
Stepping out, because fast fashion brands, we, to be honest, I don't know if you know, but on our podcast we stay dragging. We haven't dragged I Saw It First.
We haven't actually dragged.
We drag the PLTs, the booze, like we be dragging them.
Some of the things they do is a bit mad, and we just have to be raw and honest. And it's like face to front if I'm ordering from there as well.
Because I'm actually from
and also buy a dress.
Yeah,
so it's fine. But like
sometimes
sometimes you have to. That's just what you have to do. But this is like honestly. It's new, it's different, it's the first time, you're the first, so and it's going to be fabulous.
I'm glad it happened. Like, this was the one thing of 2020 that was, obviously despite everything that's happened, I was like, I didn't think it would have happened this year because of Corona, but it happened, and it happened at the right time. I think it's going to be so uplifting for people, and it's just going to be like, I think I want everyone to be like, I'm going to work hard now, I'm going to go in, show them the creative side, show them
the
like,
perfect, honestly, I believe it's going to sell out because it's just so timely. Any other time, not saying it wouldn't have sold out, but it might have like glossed over, whereas now like
because there isn't
people
like
are woke
any like
to it.
There's no like big trend going on or anything like there's nothing really happening in like the fashion industry right now to distract it, so like this is going to be like a big thing. There isn't like, oh, this is happening and that's it's literally just this is what's happening in the fashion industry. Like this is the biggest thing that's happened in the past like few months in the fashion industry in the UK anyway.
I hope you have a party.
I'm probably going to do something small because of just I would have loved, I'd have been hell extra. I would have had a big party, everyone would have come. But because of Corona guidelines, I have to do something that is within it. But you know what? I'm so content and so overwhelmed anyways that I just want everyone to like it. I hope
you can have a Zoom party.
Fingers crossed that fingers crossed everything goes well. We can hopefully even work on something new with them. Yeah. And then it's gonna be my birthday in December, Christmas. There's so much to do, like a big celebration. Or hopefully we don't have a second wave. Everything's actually calm. You just never know, innit? Touch wood. So if I was to do anything, I know it would be for that one because I know that one as well. You know, you got something sick now. We'll wait till winter comes.
Yeah, she's ready.
It's good. Getting your businesswoman back.
I'm excited to get my bits back.
And everything that we shot for the shoot, every item, jewelry, shoes, it's all in a collection. It's a 65 piece collection, so there's a lot of stuff.
That is a lot of stuff.
We shot quite a lot in that day, and we mix and match. It's just a lot of stuff. So just have a look, and I hope you guys like it.
Oh,
is that headband in it?
Which one?
No, boom.
Oh, sorry. I'm causing trouble. I'm causing trouble.
The headscarf thing. Is that in the scarf? Is it black and white?
Yeah.
That's in it. And you
can
can wear it. So
because I like that. You know what? You actually influenced me to be in that bag because I think you're the only person I've seen do that style and I like it.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, look at your influence in me.
Yeah, influence that bag.
All right, one tip before you go.
Yes.
I want to know, like, style secrets, beauty secrets. Tell us, where are you?
Okay, with style, I will say that if you have something slightly oversized, you can work with it. So, like, something like a shirt is probably your best friend. A white shirt is your best friend. You can wear it in so many ways. And I think you should take time and just play around with clothes. Sometimes you figure out really cute techniques just because you don't have, a pin, you don't have other things. You're like, how this works. That's what I did a lot. Would just play around because I didn't have money to buy clothes new of everything, so I always wanted to find a way to wear the same thing without everyone noticing it's the same thing.
Fine.
So
we literally talked about this,
Wear
learning different
your
ways
clothes.
to wear.
Because you always feel like it's obvious you've worn that and stuff. You can wear it in different ways. And with beauty, I would say you should try this technique of maybe putting your bronzer, all your powder stuff, other than your under eye first. So do your blusher, your contour, and then put your under eye after. Try that.
Blusher.
Wait, say that again.
So
I need to really deep it.
Say you've done your foundation and you've done your cream contour. Like say you've done the contour bit,
okay.
You haven't set anything. So once you're ready to set, just do your blusher, do your bronzer, then do your contour, and then set your under eye.
Oh,
I
do. Oh, I do not do it.
Try it. I feel like you might like the look. Just do it lightly. Try it, and then once you've done it, wipe it off, and then use that same brush you use to contour. Don't add any more product. Or the brush you use for like your bronzer, your blusher, your contour. Go over it again, and you'll see the difference.
I hope you guys are taking notes. I might actually have to listen back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen back. Yeah, and I'm like,
right.
How do I do this? Honestly, my makeup.
We're getting there. We're getting better.
I think we've gotten really, really good recently.
I've been doing late night YouTube.
Oh yeah, literally
2 a.m. like with a pen and paper.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
But thank you. I feel like
thank you for coming. This has been so fun.
Thank you so much for coming.
Man. This was so good. Like I really appreciate it. Like
we're so excited. So the collection obviously is now out.
It's out now.
It might be sold out.
Just
actually, by the time this comes out, and if so,
we're sorry.
That's on you.
That's on you.
You should have been woke.
You should not sleep on the job. And honestly, congratulations again.
Congratulations.
And thank you for coming and sharing your experience with us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're over and out.
Bye.